Hey guys, welcome to the channel once again. Thank you very much for subscribing, for looking for the theme that brought you here. And I'm here today to share with you the deals that I found, because I can't buy them, but I want someone to take advantage of the people that are selling this. Not to take advantage in a malicious way, but if the deals are out here, let's go get them. Now, as many of you, I'm always on the search for the next guitar. I've just bought a guitar and I'm already on the search for the next guitar. This is not healthy. This is not the way to live. The way to live is not the next way to the next song or to the next gig or to the next, thing that is actually accomplishing something. Throwing money at the problem is never the solution. So if that's what you're doing, stop. Do it like, don't do what I do what I say. So in that logic, I don't want to enable you to get yourself into that, but I will say, I need to share what I found about guitars and what makes a great guitar. And this opinion is mostly based on what other people have told me and what I've read online. So take it with a grain of salt. Now, I believe that everyone needs a double cut semi-hollow guitar in their lives. It's a belief that I have. I say it because I want one. And the Eastman T486B seems to fill that void just fine. Just like a warm, hot bottle of water in your lap in a cold winter night. I sound like a 6-year-old woman, but it's a fact. It's a fact. It's just so cool. I mean, just look at it. The flame, the binding, the details, the hardware, the Seymour Duncan Fat Cat pickups, the Bixby, even though it's a licensed B70, it's this B7. But for $13.29 on Richard Guitars, you can get this guitar, interest-free credit possibly, and with this pro setup, which is something that I appreciate. Richard, if you see this, I appreciate the fact that you do setups. I never bought anything from you, but if I am ever in the position to buy something from you, I will, because I don't like shops. And I've bought from Andertons before, and even though they have amazing customer service, QC is not great in my opinion, because you just get guitar and it seems like it came from the distributor straight to you, going through the shop, and the shop just took the cut that they had to use their warehouse and ship it back to you. So guitar shops don't feel like they're doing luthier work, they're just doing marketing. Which I guess it's a business plan which is much more profitable and easy to do, but Richard seems to be doing some luthiery here. However, you might think, okay, but what about in the used market? And I'll say this, Eastmans don't come up very often on the used market. I think because they're great guitars, and you go online and you always ask people what's the brand today that is doing what the vintage brands were doing, like Gibson and Fender in the 60s, and a lot of people point to Eastman because they use the nitro lacquer finishes, they have their vanishes, they have great handmade techniques that they use in their instruments. For example, I have this acoustic E1, so one of the basic all solids guitars, OM shaped in classic finish, and it has a lacquer top that's already relicking it just by playing it, and open power back and side, so you really feel like it's an instrument rather than a toy. Sometimes you get a guitar, for example, I have a PRS SE, and the neck feels a bit plasticky, and it feels like a tool, not a piece of art. Not a piece of art, and you want art in your life. Okay, moving on. So, what's the deals that I found? Sound effects, even though apparently they're not great communicators from what I hear on Facebook, they're selling this Eastman T486 in Sunburst for $9.99. They have no credit options, so if you have the money, great. If you have a credit card, very good for you. But that's about it. It has a few marks here and there, but it seems like a really cool guitar. Now, what else? On Reverb, this legend of a man is selling this guitar, and the eagle-eyed among you will notice that something's different from the other ones. It's the pickups. What's going on with these pickups? Well, they're not P94s, they're not the Fat Cat Seymour Duncans, they are OX4 Beano PAFs, which he claims are much superior. Well, I'll be the judge of that if I buy the guitar, but nevertheless, very great pictures, very good pictures, great pictures, amazing pictures, the best pictures I've seen. Everyone knows that. on a bed that is to that side. So it's possibly not married, but who am I to judge? If I know what I knew now, if I knew what I know now, I'll possibly just get married to a guitar. It's much easier to manage. Not as easy to make kids too, but you know, you find ways. And with that note, let's go to pitch guitars. Now, pitch guitars, I never bought anything from them. They might just want to be of those box movers that I was mentioning before. They have finance options though. 24 months, 0% interest rate. You get to pay £265 as a deposit and then £44 a month for 2 years. If you're not paying for anything else, this is a good investment. I always prefer to buy guitars that are gonna remain with you, and for this sort of quality, I expect guitar to be something of a household item, a heirloom item, some even call it in proper English, to pass to your grandchildren. But if you are against the Chinese and they are a racist, that's the only explanation possible, there's no other explanation, and you want the Gibson 335, you might want to sell this later on, and you won't lose a lot of money, just 300 something pounds like the other guy. You know? Moving on, let's hear it. Jack from Pitch is playing. Amazing. This guy is a great player. He's possibly using great gear to play it through as well. But guitar sounds good, you know, sounds clear. There's no buzzing. There's so good. But what if you don't want the Bixby? If you are a reasonable person that understands that Bixbys are just a pain and you're never gonna use it properly, especially because this one is a licensed one, so I think it's the spring is not as spongy as the other ones. You can get the spring from Reverend Guitars if you want to, but what if you don't want to? There's a 486 that you find. There's no deals on 486. But this funny guy is playing
Thanks for watching. I'm Robinson. I'm over.
He's playing it here. For example, under these lights, this brown seems a bit more brown, and brown with brown this. But this is the thing that people don't think about. If you're gonna demo a brown guitar, don't put the brown jumper, man! But if you want a purple guitar, now look at it. It is a ESP LTD, and you think metal. Metal? Like it a PTH? Metal. But it's not, because it has the same Seymour Duncan's P94s. And why do I keep going back to the P94s? Because a lot of us already have humbucker guitars. We want the P90, because we've heard that P90s are cool. But you don't want to put the effort, the investment, to have a guitar that just can take P90s. You want a guitar that could take an humbucker if you want to change it, but it has a P90 at the time. So this is a great alternative. From Gear for Music. They don't have good interest-free rates, but it's a good price. When this came out, it was £1,000. Now it's $829. Cool. What else? You don't have this much money. You have less money. You have £450. This is my suggestion. The Gretsch Streamliner. This is not a deal. You can find this price every time, all the time, unless you go to Thomann and you get the same guitar in a slightly different color, I believe. But it's a B-stock, and B-stocks from Thomann are a mystery. No one really knows what they mean. I think it's just... I don't even know the word. It's just something that they say. Sometimes it's one thing, sometimes it's damaged, sometimes it's not. But it has the same Bixby. You could upgrade the pickups and still have money in your pocket. It has a wider, slightly 43mm nut. And it just looks great. It looks like the Chris Cornell signature from Gibson, but in a Gretsch style. And you might wonder, which pickups should I put in here? Well, my friend, I'm glad you asked, because the Blues engine from Iron Gear seemed to be the perfect fit with raw covers, and you get that classic look of humbuckers with raw covers in a semi-hollow, and you're a happy person. Or at least that's my idea of a happy person is when you reach that. What else do I have here? You can also have the Alchemist if you want the P90s in hamburger size. And if you just want a semi-hollow for the cheapest, for the least amount of money with a case, there's the HB45. But now let me tell you my pet peeve with the Harley Benton HB45 Plus. It's the sound holes. They're so low. Why are they so low? It makes guitar look sad. Why is this guitar sad? I don't want guitars to be sad. And, no, just makes me sad. And if you need a semi-hollow, and if you just want something that looks like a semi-hollow, fair enough, power to you and be happy and all those things. But it just doesn't feel right to buy a guitar just for the sake of buying a guitar. This is a factory-made guitar, as well as the Gretsch is a factory-made guitar, as well as the ESP is a factory-made guitar. The Eastmans, on the other hand, are handmade, love-crafted instruments! And this is why it's a great deal on this man. I'm not Edward, but I wish I was. I wouldn't sell my guitar if I was Edward, unless I need to pay for my kidney surgery. Or sound effects. Or even, if you want to be buying brand new with someone that was going to give you a setup and good customer service, possibly, most likely, I believe. I never bought from him, but he seems to be an alright guy on YouTube. Richard. So, here it is. I hope to be back soon with other deals. Let me know what you think about these sort of videos. If you hate them, well, I'm sorry that you feel so strongly about the video. This is for free. You could have stopped at any point. At any point you could have left. I didn't make you stay here, but I'm glad that you stayed. Thank you, friend. Can I say your friend in town, like the guy from Red Show? No, because goodbye from your least favorite guitar student ever. See you around. Have a nice day.